I just had my first baby 5 weeks ago, and I'm gonna take you along the next 24 hours in our life. I'm also gonna go over some things I wish I knew before becoming a mom and some tips and tricks that have really helped me so far in the first 5 weeks. I sleep from about 8 to 4 and then I switch off with my husband. So I'm starting out with my first pump of the morning. I'm still half asleep during this pump usually, and I don't get much because I think my body has learned not to produce a lot of milk at nighttime, which is so nice to not wake up fully engorged. So if you're in those first few weeks feeling engorged, just hang on because it will get better. I also don't pump at all in the middle of the night. Something that I did not know before becoming a mom was that babies have very short sleep cycles of about 45 minutes, which means they will wake up after 45 minutes, and it's just a matter of can they go from one sleep cycle to the next. Right now, my son Jesse cannot go from one cycle to the next. He used to as a very small newborn, but now he's really struggling. So he's up about every 45 minutes and we have to soothe him back to sleep. So just know that this is completely normal and don't freak out because I totally freaked out. I thought something was wrong, we were doing something wrong, but it's just completely natural. At 7 a.m. I start the day. I open the blinds and I get my coffee ready and I wake him up so that he can have his first feed by 7:30 latest. That way we can somewhat stick to a schedule throughout the rest of the day. I did have a C-section, so finding comfortable positions to feed him in was a challenge, but this is the one I ended up sticking with, and I literally feed him in this position every single time. I'm just a first-time mom doing my best. He is 5 weeks old and we're getting the hang of things. We just transformed his mini crib into the full-size crib. This is the nested crib, so it's like a 2-in-1. It's actually a 3-in-1. He kept hitting the sides of the mini crib, so we finally upgraded it. Looking back, we didn't really need the mini crib. We could have just done a big crib from day one because we never really had him in our room. My husband takes the baby from like 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. and I take the baby from 4 a.m. until about noon when my husband wakes up. Will you let me close this? While he's happy in here, I'm gonna go try to get a few things done because I only have a couple minutes. Something else I wish I knew ahead of time was to not buy the tiny little small bottles. They're so cute. However, your baby will very quickly eat more than 4 ounces, so go ahead and buy the larger bottles. We just run a sterilized cycle every night with all of the bottles once a day, and it works great. Since my supply did dip a little bit, we are combo feeding, so I'm using the Dr. Brown's mixer. You can use this thing for pumped milk or formula because either way, you need to mix it up before you pour it out. So this is a great purchase. We're just using Enfamil at the moment since that's what he took at the hospital, so I figured he would like it. He is being an unusually good boy in this care this morning, so I'm gonna take advantage and check my emails, do some computer work. Are you good, bro? I like to make sure to pour myself a big jug of water before I start my day. That way I can sip on it throughout the morning. I also mixed in some electrolytes. Element is my favorite brand. The citrus flavor just hits right now, and it's got 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium, and it's got no sugar, no coloring, no artificial ingredients, no gluten. They are gracious enough to be sponsoring today's video. As a pumping mom, it's super important to me to stay hydrated and make sure I'm getting all of my electrolytes in. As a new mom, it's so hard to remember to eat, drink, literally do anything that takes care of myself. So at least I know if I drink this whole thing in the morning, I know I'm getting hydrated, I'm getting my electrolytes, which is so important for breastfeeding and just making sure that I can feel my best with all the postpartum hormones, everything that's going on. We are so tired as it is. The least we can do is make sure that we stay hydrated. Element can also help eliminate headaches, fatigue, muscle cramps. If you're pregnant, that's a big one I struggled with while sleeping. It can also help with sleeplessness, which I've been having the worst postpartum insomnia. Right now, Element is offering my listeners a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single serving packets free with any Element order. It's a great way to try all 8 flavors or share Element with a salty friend. You can get yours at drinkelement.com/RachelV. This deal is only available through my link, so you gotta go to drinklmnt.com/RachelV. Who's my good boy? It's okay. You're okay. You're okay. Look at this. Cool, right? We've still been trying to follow this book to the best of our ability. He's been doing pretty well on it, besides the fact that he only wants to sleep on you, even at night. So we're working on that. I'm gonna try with his first nap today. I'm gonna try to teach independent sleeping. You can't really formally sleep train them until they're like 4 months old. So right now we're just getting by. It's okay, bro. Look at my sweet boy. Good job. Only one of my Mom Cozy portable pumps works. The other one literally doesn't work. Something is wrong with the motor. These things are so finicky, I swear. But I'm low-key not mad about it because I only do one at a time. So I'll do like 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Honestly, like 10 minutes, 10 minutes. And I can pick him up on the other side, which is so helpful when you're alone, but definitely also get the plug-in. I know that's a big question that I had when I was expecting, was like, is it worth getting both? The answer is yes. See, I can pick him up on this side while I pump on this side, and it's nice. It's nice. But yeah, my milk supply has been decreasing slowly but surely. Ever since I dropped my night pump, I had to do it for sleep reasons. I just wasn't sleeping. And ever since I dropped it, I've been sleeping a little bit better. During the first couple of weeks, I was very scared that my boobs were always going to be engorged. I had a little bit of an oversupply at the beginning because I am an exclusive pumper. I think I was pumping more than I should have, which led me to be super engorged all the time. But then about 3.5 weeks in, my milk supply regulated. That's also when I kind of dropped my night pump, and my boobs have not been as engorged ever since. So I'm really happy about that. However, I will advise you that if you drop your night pump, your supply will probably also go down, but I was okay with that because I don't know. So we started introducing formula, as you saw, and I'm producing right now about half of what he eats in a day. So we're doing like half formula, half breast milk. It's working out really, really well. I try to do every other bottle, like 1 bottle formula, 1 bottle breast milk, and he's chilling. I do have an appointment with my OB, I think next week, to do like a 6-week checkup, get the all clear, start going to the gym hopefully, and then I have to decide on birth control, if I'm gonna do birth control or not. We'll have to see. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Exclusive pumping is just what works for me. It's a lot easier for me personally than breastfeeding. I know some people are the complete reverse and they love breastfeeding but they hate pumping. To me, it just seems more efficient. His feeds are quicker and I can pump on my schedule. Someone else can feed him a bottle if needed. However, one day we did have a pediatrician appointment and it went so long, like the wait was so long, that I had to breastfeed him on the spot because we already went through the bottle that I packed. So it was nice to be able to latch him. Everybody just do what works for you. As a brand new mom, I didn't know that if you're exclusively breastfeeding, you do have to give your baby vitamin D drops, so ask your pediatrician just to be sure. But yeah, this is something I had no idea about until like 3 weeks postpartum. Okay guys, the morning nap went pretty good, right? Pretty good. We're working on putting him down in the crib when he's drowsy but not sleeping, which is harder said than done. No, easier said than done. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time it doesn't. While he was napping, I changed my shirt and I put a little bit of concealer on, brushed my teeth, got a little bit ready for the day. I'm drinking my protein shake. I'm about to feed him again and continue on the day. I am so pale. Something I didn't know I needed in my nursery was a trash can. I thought I was going to be that mom who took the diaper to the kitchen every single time, but that could not be farther from the truth. Definitely get some kind of trash can. Also, having a little laundry basket is amazing. I also didn't know that you had to put on diaper cream every single diaper change. Otherwise, your baby will get a pimple and you'll end up in the ER because they take baby pimples on the butt very seriously in case the infection spreads to the rest of the body. So definitely start day 1 every diaper change and get this applicator off of Amazon so that you don't have to use your fingers, you just wipe it directly on their butt. Doing some laundry. I ordered these crib sheets. It came in a 2-pack with this like creamy beige color and this green color, which kind of matches the checkers on the rug, so that's nice. But these feel kind of cheap. I don't know if I like them, so I don't know, we'll see. My friend Anna is gonna stop by with her fiance. They're gonna bring us some breakfast sandwiches. She's getting married in January, so we have to, and it's gonna be out of town. It's like a 3-hour drive away. It's in Lakeland, Florida. If you're familiar with Florida, it's by Tampa. So we're gonna bring baby Jesse, and it's gonna be like our first trip with him, little road trip. And then I think we're gonna do a stop at Disney as well with my family, because some of my family's going as well. Do I say as well too much? Let me know. So that'll be fun.
Jessie. Auntie Anna.
Yeah. He's born for the camera.
Auntie Anna.
Look at him.
All right, it's 4 o'clock. Anna and Taylor were here for like 2 hours. It was so nice catching up with them. I'm pumping again, and I just got an Amazon package. I want to show you what I got. Nothing crazy. We needed some cotton swabs. I needed more of my silicone earplugs. These are the best earplugs if you struggle to sleep because they like mold to your ear and almost no sound gets through. These are amazing. I'll link them down below. I picked up some of this Milacon per your guys' recommendations. Gas drops. He doesn't seem to struggle with gas, but I wanted to have them on hand, especially since we're introducing formula. A pack of my Nespresso pods. I just use double shot Chiaro pods. They're so good. So yeah, little Amazon haul. If you're expecting and you don't have a Prime membership, definitely get one because I don't leave the house to buy anything anymore. Almost everything is through Amazon. I order so much through Amazon that I have to stop myself from ordering something every day. For example, I make sure that I have at least a couple items in my order so that I'm not like wasting boxes, wasting the driver's time. So throughout the week, I'll like add things to the cart, and at the end of the week I'll place the order. Maybe you can figure out why this other pump doesn't work. I'll show you where the problem is. Also, quick tip, if you're struggling with your Dr. Brown's bottles leaking, which I struggled with, AJ figured out that if you just tighten them super tight, like really tight, the cap, they don't leak anymore. And it's true, it works. How many people were in your high school? And you think you would have been valedictorian?
Oh, okay, now you're pissing me off. I was known as the valedictorian.
She went to CA, right? I thought she went to Calvary too, for some reason.
No, I was a straight A student, dude. I was a student athlete.
Sure, babe, whatever you say. I'm just messing with you. That's kind of crazy though that you would be the valedictorian.
No, it's not. I was a straight A student.
Then what happened to you?
What happened to me?
Okay, whatever. Where are the lentils? Can you ask your chat GPT something? How many cups?
Hold on, time out.
How many cups are in 32 ounces?
Are there 2 cups and 32
How
ounces?
many cups are in 32 ounces? What?
He's so hungry.
I told ya. Mama knows best. Let me put you on. This chicken sausage from Walmart is really good. Also, Walmart delivery, Walmart Plus membership, it's $12 a month and you get unlimited free deliveries. So groceries, postpartum, totally taken care of with Walmart Plus. I've been living in t-shirts that have patterns like either tie-dye or camo because it hides like spit up stains, breast milk leaks, literally anything. And if you get like graphic tees that you like, you can still feel like yourself. And if there's spit up on your shirt, you're not gonna focus on it 24/7 like I do. Like if you're just wearing like a nice black shirt, bad idea. But I just took a shower. Oh, sometimes it feels good to just like go like this and like put your lotion on like you're a boy. I want to get a massage so badly. I didn't get a massage during pregnancy because like late pregnancy because laying down in literally any position was so uncomfortable, even on my side. So I just knew it was going to be uncomfortable for me. But now that I'm healed, my incision feels pretty good, like 95% perfect. My back pain is decreased. It's still there. So I'm trying to increase my tolerance on our walks. I'm trying to get to like a 2-mile walk with minimal pain. Where was I going with this? Oh, now that I'm feeling better, I want to get a massage. But my soup is almost ready. Let's check on it. I made lentil soup with sausage. Such an easy recipe. You just let it simmer for like 45 and it's so delish. Are you ready? That's hot. Let's see if it's ready. That's what I'm talking about. Hot. I want to show you guys what app we're using for tracking. Okay, so we're using the Huckleberry app and it's really, really good. Today was kind of whack. Let me show you yesterday. So you can see it in like a linear pattern, which I think is so nice. So you can see his feeds, his naps, and then his nighttime sleep. Don't be alarmed. He wakes up in between. We like very quickly put him back to sleep by rocking or like shushing him. So he does not sleep these nice chunks. But if he's awake for like less than 5 minutes, we don't really count it as like a wake up, especially in the night. If you go to the weekly view, this is what I love. So you can kind of see if he's developing a pattern. For example, we start the day every morning at 7 a.m. So these feeds are all lined up and the goal is to have like some kind of routine eventually. And then if you go to summary, it gives you all of this data. And then for feeds, it tells you like, okay, we're doing 10 bottles a day, average time between feeds. You can track literally everything if you want to do like pumps, activity, diapers. So yeah, we were using another app before. I don't remember the name, but it wasn't as like visual, and I'm a visual person. I like to see it in blocks, and so I really like it. I'll put a sign up link in the description. They start to give you sleep prediction. So they're gonna tell you like, hey, your baby's been awake too long. You should probably put them down now before they start screaming and get fussy. And in the afternoons between like 3 p.m. to bedtime is like peak fussy hour. They call it the witching hour, but really it lasts like 5 hours. So the key to managing that time, in my experience, as a new mom, is making sure that their naps have been good beforehand. So making sure they don't get overtired. Lots of controversy about baby schedules, I've realized. Like people do not like the fact that I try to have some sort of structure to my day, but to me, I'm like, to each their own. You don't have to try a schedule if you don't want to. I like it and it's working for me. And even if you're a go with the flow person, I feel like tracking things, at least at the beginning, can be helpful, but don't come for me in the comments. Okay, last thing I'm gonna say, because this is really helpful for me. So if you're on the day view and you scroll up, it'll tell you the total sleep so far for the day and the total number of ounces if you're bottle feeding. So this is really helpful because I realized through the book and through my own experience that if his sleep total is less than like 4 hours, he is not going to go down for bed. Like he's going to be so fussy and so irritable because he's overtired. Also, you can see, okay, 17 ounces. The ounces thing, if he doesn't eat enough during the day, he's going to wake up a lot during the nighttime from hunger. So I like to make sure that he eats a lot during the day. For us, that's like making sure he gets at least like 22 ounces before bed. Okay, skip ahead if you're bored. But I want to talk to the moms who are expecting, the first time moms. Do not stress about all of these details before your baby gets here, because I was like you. I was stressing out. I was trying to research, read all these books, and that's great, but don't let it stress you out to the point where you have anxiety. Because as soon as your baby gets here, the nurses at the hospital will teach you so many things in the short time that you're there. And then when you get home, you learn so quickly on the job. So don't feel like you need to know everything before baby gets here. And I have learned his cues, his hunger cues, his sleepy cues. I've learned so much. Even in this past week, like week 4 to week 5, I learned so much. I can start to know when he's hungry, when he's sleepy. It's important for me to read his cues. That way he doesn't get overtired. For example, at 5 weeks old, I know that if he goes more than an hour and a half being awake, he's gonna start getting fussy and cranky. That's why it's important for me to track his sleep so that I know whether I remember it mentally or whether I check back on the app. Okay, it's been an hour and a half, he needs to go down. Or, hey, it's approaching that 3-hour mark of feeding, he needs to eat. Otherwise, he's gonna lose his mind. So yeah, to each their own, but I really, really enjoy the book and the app. Both will be linked down below. And I will say, like fully transparent, I think I have an easy baby. So I think I got really lucky there. So full transparency, I don't think I'm anything special. I think he's super easy. And I think he adapted really well to whatever type of schedule that we're doing. This is what the soup looks like. So yummy. I'm eating by myself because AJ is helping Jesse take a little nap. And then we're gonna watch our show. We've been watching Silo. It's such a good show. I think it's on Apple TV. It's so good. Everything is so much better in life when you have a good show that you watch. Like if you have a show that you look forward to every night, life is so good. He's awake. They taught us in the hospital how to give him a bath. Thank God, because I would have no idea otherwise. And they also said that we only have to bathe him 2 to 3 times a week, which is about every other day. So on the other days, we give him a warm cloth wipe down. I just warm some water in a bowl and I wipe him down. We also use some lotion on him and give him a little massage. Sometimes he's happy about it and sometimes he screams his little head off. I also started using a heating pad under him. So I do like a low setting with a heating pad, put a little blanket on top so that he's much warmer during the wipe down. I got a couple questions about what settings I use on my Spectra. I have the blue one. I think it's called the S1. I do this stimulation cycle for like 2 or 3 minutes on level 3. And then I switch over to regular expression mode on cycle 50 on usually level between 4 and 6. You really can't use someone else's settings because it also depends on the flange size, which is the size of the part that goes on you. I've tried multiple sizes and I found that on the smaller size, like if I go down a size, I can go up on the vacuum level, but if I'm on a bigger size, I have to stay at a lower vacuum. So just because I'm on level 3 doesn't mean, like, everyone is so different and it depends on the size. I ended up ordering a bunch of different sizes because I wasn't sure like which one felt good. They all hurt this just the same for me. So I just tried a bunch of different sizes until I found one that worked well enough. So that's size 24 for me. And I also only pump for 10 to 15 minutes. I don't pump longer than that. I did that starting at around 2 weeks when I realized that my supply was like I had an oversupply. I cut down my pumping time and I think that also helped to kind of regulate me. And yeah, it does make pumping less of a chore because I only have to do it for 10 to 15 minutes every 4 hours or so. And I'm okay combo feeding it. I'm okay going complete formula if I have to. You gotta be okay with it. If you cut down your pumping time, you gotta be okay with having a less supply. And I'm okay with it. And with that, the 2024 season has come to an end. I'm going to bed. Thanks for joining me today. It's 7:42. I'm down for the count. I try to sleep from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. and then we switch off. Did I already say that? Good night, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to check out Element for your salty little treat. Bye.